soften, bent position in the legs. Weight in the middle of the foot. Still got to stretch in the back. Okay, and we're working down into the floor because this is a lowered position. Now we're going to shift and we're going to reach through the rib cage, and then the nose starts stretching forward in order to get us high onto our toes. Good. Now let's go back down. Drop the weight down here into the anchor, right? So the shift right here, I know I'm talking a lot, but we'll get to dancing, don't worry. You want to try and keep your belt level to the floor. Okay, when it starts to tip forward, you're going to move forward. So when you lower, that's why you use these legs and the anchor dropping. It brings the belt underneath you so that you're one block, rather than kind of letting the bum stick out, or worse, kind of lowering back. So you want to adjust this underneath you. There you go, when you lower. Of the body. And then from there, what you got to do is pull your chest through your arms. Okay? So not only do you just hold something round, that's not enough. Watch, you have to activate to lift up and through the frame. Right, so we make the glass, and you kind of bubble up through that. There you go. And that stretches and holds your frame in your body. So we're going to hold that position. We're going to do forward walks with the left foot starting. We're just going to go slow, 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 slow. As smooth as you can. Stretching out. And then when you pull the foot in, you're coming in underneath your body. Then we're stretching out to reach forward where we're going. Then we're pulling it underneath the body. Okay, so feel that feeling in the body when you're moving. Stretch, come underneath. Stretch, come underneath. Ready? So ladies actually do this step as well. And this is just a traveling basic step in the Foxtrot that you learn when you first start. And I'm going to show you how we take what you've already learned in the Foxtrot and can build it into a continuity step where you can get it moving around the floor. So we're going to take 2 walks. We're going to go slowly, slowly. Okay, now we're going to talk about the technique of how to do a side step or a side together right now. So we're going to go to our left, and we're going to go side together. It's going to be the step, just side together. But you know, it's a ballroom dance, so we're trying to move around the floor. So what I just did wouldn't cut it, unless it was a very crowded dance floor. Okay, now, for the side together, what you have to do is start the body stretching and pointing the toe to the side. So that's the first part of the step. But it doesn't end there, and that's what a lot of us do. We have to start the step, but then use your right leg to move your body onto the foot, okay? So I go side, let's try it on this side. My knees are still bent, and then I use my left leg to push me onto the foot, and my foot gathers the weight onto the floor, and I use my trailing leg to pull in. Let's go back this way. Point, press over, finish the step, and stay low in the legs. Point, push over, stay low. Point, push over, stay low. Okay, now if we point this toe, let's go ahead and let our weight go up onto the toe now. Now we already found out where your weight has to be when it goes onto the toe. You got to be stretching your nose forward so you can get the ball of the foot. This should go toe, toe flat. Toe, so you're going to first gather the weight onto the ball of the foot, and then this toe is going to drag in, and we're going to go flat. So, toe, toe flat. Point the toe. Use this leg to press out of the floor and push us over. Now drag this foot in. Again, stretch, reach in over. Stretch, reach in over. Now ready? Stretch, watch this. Lift up. So that's on my left foot. I have to lift up. So ready? That was a new element. Stretch, lift, fall do that at the same time now. Up and over, up and over, up and over. You gotta point your toes in your shoes. Ball flat. Fall and come back to this S curve in the body. Quick, 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 quick. Side together. Pause. Slowly, slowly, side together. Let's just do that pattern. That is not a continuity pattern right now, just so you know. Don't think that's it. Hold your frame. Actually, let's hold this frame first. Okay? Why are we holding this frame? This frame is going to teach you how to hold a frame and lift your body through your frame. That's really important. So your chest shouldn't be caved in. Pull it up and out and over your frame. Okay? And also it's going to help you to learn that when you hold your frame, your shoulder blades do not pinch together in the back when you hold your frame. Watch what they do when I hold my frame in the position that we just did. They wrap around the back. Right? So they come out to the sides. Did you see on my muscles back here? Right? So we tend to think of this as our frame, pinching back here. And that makes your back small. And it makes your chest poof forward. And that's where your partner is. And they don't want all that on them. So instead, you have to open up the back and pull the stuffing into the stomach. Right? And when you do that, it actually creates a little hollow space in your hips, right? So ready, hold. Okay, let's do this. Hold the frame. Pull the chest through the frame. And then notice your shoulder blades. Feel them wrap around the back. So don't feel like they hold tight back here. Open up the back. And when you open up the back, you've got to pull the stomach down to counterbalance. And it makes a little hollowed position that follows through with the knees that I taught you. Right? Slowly, slowly. Point the foot to the side. Quick, quick. Slowly, slowly. Point to the foot to the side. Quick, quick. You want to pull your chest through your arms. Yeah, so you got to lift your body up over the glass. Don't let it sink underneath. Right, and do that with your knees soft. So you find that S position. Good, that's our neutral position. Okay, ladies, you got to go into your poise forward. Men have to go into their shift with the slow. Okay, and that should match if you do it correctly. Forward right, then you're going to go forward and slightly side. Okay, so we got to know our directions. Your foot's moving forward, but it also is going to go slightly to the side. Okay, that's an important step. So the first two tracks went straight forward, straight forward. The second step, which is the first click, is going to reach out forward and slightly side. And when I do that, I'm going to stretch this side over my body. Okay? It's going to be called a side lead right there. Okay? And a side lead is when you activate the body and stretch one side more forward over the foot, and it tells the partner that something is about to happen. Something exciting. So you really listen in. So let's just think about that for a second. You go slowly, slowly, forward and slightly side, and this is our side step. So we have to point the foot, and then we need to lift this heel up, just like we did on the other side step. And as we do that, we're going to reach our left rib cage up and over that foot that's moving forward. That also goes with your nose over there. Okay? So now we have heel flat, heel flat. Now the right foot goes out to the toe, and this goes toe. You're going to pull this toe flat. That's the continuity step. Instead of just closing the feet, we want to keep moving. So we're going to pass the feet to get more momentum and movement. Okay, so now just think about this. There's a lot that's going to go into it, but right now, just work with what we got. Heel flat, heel lead, toe, nose, side reaching over. This is on the ball of the foot. And now we've got to take the right foot, pull it through and pass, and go ball flat, closing the feet. Okay, again, just so you can feel the footwork, hold your frame, body through the arms, and heel. Heel, side, lead, toe, reach it, pass. And in the direction right here, we're going to make it a side lead where your body has to shift and one rib cage has to pull more forward than the other. And when you do that, you're preparing to do a very important step called CBMP. Okay, contra body movement position. You'll hear it a lot in your ballroom dances. And it's a position your body has to instantly know to go to. Contra body movement position, CBMP. Okay, so let's talk about that. CBMP is when you take a walking step and then the next step steps on the same track and across. Right? Your body goes contra, in opposition. So when you take your step forward and it comes forward and through and across on the same track, you want to have the opposite side. So my right foot is moving forward. My left side is reaching over the foot. Okay, so that's a contra position where your body is twisted, like you're trying to move through a really small diagonal hallway. Okay, so just take one walk, and now we're going to take onto the same track and across, and then feel the twist in the body. We're not working on anything else except just that. And we got to put that together. So take a walk. Now as the foot comes through and across, the body changes at the same time you're twisting that dish rag one way and the other. Back beside my head. Okay? As she steps in, she lifts the arm. And I put this hand right on the back of her shoulder blade where her arm meets the back. There's no space there. It's just sitting right there. And she goes elbow, wrist, hand onto the man. Okay, so I back up. I offer her my left hand. And I bring it up to the side of my head. That part is so important, how nicely you do that. Now, as she takes the hand and lifts the arm and looks to the left. Now we're getting dramatic. Take the hand, she lifts the arm and looks to the left. He puts the hand right underneath the shoulder blade. Now we pull the chest through the arms like we talked about in the frame. Good. The elbows, they don't point to the floor. They point out behind you. There you go. Your left hand, then, is 45 degrees to the floor. Okay? You split the man's foot with your right foot. There you go. So your left foot is free to move, and your right foot goes right in between her feet. What we did is worked on what we do inside the body, how we hold ourselves, how we hold our frame, the shift of the poise in the posture, especially when we're going forward or when we're going backwards. To break up our slows into slow lead, working on the forward leg and lead, pulling in the back leg. We did the continuity magic step today. He offers the hands. I walk in and I lift up the arm. Looking in my window, I go elbow, wrist, hand. We have slowly, slowly, quick, quick. Slowly, slowly, quick, quick. Slowly, slowly.